Hey, welcome back to Evil's Comics. This guy right here is Evil Mike, and I got an AOK from my dude Svaughn82 or Svaughn82 on YouTube. Before I do this, let me spend a little time and tell you about my experience with Svaughn because it kind of sucks. But I'm gonna be honest. This is one of those cases where I've known Scotty Vaughn for at least 2 years now because I've been on YouTube for almost 2 years. I haven't hit that milestone yet, but I've seen Scotty Vaughn in low grades, a bunch of different public chats. I know he's been in some of my lives sometimes, but I didn't know Scott Vaughn had a channel. Honestly, I've never heard anybody mention that he had a channel. I've never seen a link for his channel, anybody shouting him out. But Scotty Vaughn reached out to me on IG, asked if I'd like some comics. Of course, if y'all know me, I love comics, and not just one particular type of comics. I love all comics. Even, I mean, there are some books that I really don't like. One in particular, if you know my channel, that I've come across recently, and that's Mom. Even Receiving Mom, I wouldn't turn that away. But back to my little sad story, and I'm not... Okay, so honestly, I didn't know Scott Vaughn had a channel. I knew he was a member in the community, and a lot of times, if that word of mouth isn't said or whatever, or nobody's talking about it, or if no channel links are ever posted, sometimes, I mean, I miss that people do have channels. As soon as Scott reached out, I saw that he had a channel. I felt so terrible, and Scott's not the only one, because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure there are tons of people that I just don't have time, and sometimes interest, and I hate to say that, but sometimes, that's kind of what it's about. Especially for me, I'm all about supporting, especially in our community and stuff. And I try and support as much as I can, but I mean, it's limited, and I do try and mix it up. I don't hold allegiance to anybody, but I do kind of still stick to the same channels, but it's really due to interest levels and funness and the people that show up in those channels and stuff like that. One person included, Scott Vaughn. There's just a ton of people that I just haven't really got to experience their channel, or sometimes I don't know that they have a channel. In this case, that's what that is. Once Scotty reached out to me, I looked it up, and sure enough, but I mean, we had never, I don't know if I was following Scott at that time on IG. I think it was purely like I'd only seen him in chats, and there's several other people like that I can think of right off the bat that honestly thinking I don't know if they have a channel. I've seen them a lot, but it's kind of one of the, I mean, because we do get public subscribers in our live chats, we get people with YouTube channels, other content creators, so sometimes it's a little confusing. But I'm the first to admit that it's my fault, but that's gonna change. I've already turned the bell on. I've already made sure I was subbed. As soon as, and I didn't wait. But as soon as all that went down, that got taken care of. And I know YouTube has a tendency to, take away subs like that. But I try and check and make sure and go back. I'm, still sub to people. So, anyways, this long conversation about how Mike sucks. Okay, so let's get to it. I have already pre-opened it, but of course I like the surprise just as much as you. I have not opened it. I am hiding the other side of the package because normally I use Post-its. Currently I don't have any Post-its to hide our stuff, so I'm just being snaky, you know what I'm saying? I don't need Scott's information leaked out, or mine. If you'd like my information, you could reach out the real way. Alright, so I got one of my favorite things, the first thing. Whoa, and I already kind of saw something that okay. So this is one of my favorite things right here, the letter. I love getting these. On my previous setup, I used to hang every one that I got on my wall. I don't have that opportunity here. I have more wall space, it's just that y'all can see. I might do that and just maybe take pictures of it or something. But anyways, it says, hope you enjoy this AOK. I really appreciate all the support. Your comic homie, Svaughn82, and I love this. I'm cutting that off. It's got a sticker of Hawkeye, and I've done this before, and people make the mistakes of putting stickers on stuff. I'm taking it because it's going on my comic box. I'll hot glue that sucker. But first off, Scott, thank you very much. I mean, I can't say that enough. Just the idea of an AOK is just amazing to me. And I always feel a little guilty because I want to pay them back. And you know, I mean, that's how gifts work for me. You give me a gift, I give you a gift, kind of thing. I know it's not supposed to be meant like that, but, you know, kind of pay it forward. So he does have pull tabs, which I'm pulling off right now. And there is something written on this one. I can't really read it. It says, I don't know, I could show you. It's probably nothing, but it looks like G and L. I don't know. Get these pull tabs off. Now on the back of one of these there are some comic cards. That was the first thing I saw, and I can see like Kang, but honestly what I saw a Marvel Masterpiece. Ooh, okay, I'm cheating. Okay, our first comic, which I'm seeing it backwards, I don't know what it is. Looks dope though from what I can see. Oh my goodness, I didn't even know this was a thing. Okay, so he did kind of ask me some things, but Scott already knew. He already knew that I was a Rob Zombie fan. I state certain things, and being on the low grades, we like to talk about horror. This dude is a huge horror fan, and I'm a big music nut too. I've always loved Rob Zombie, White Zombie, and as soon as he got into films, guess what? I've loved every single one of his films, and it's not just because I love the guy. I like the way he shoots his films and stuff. But this is Rob Zombie's Spook Show International, featuring maniacs, murders, and monsters. And the really cool thing is it's got Sherry Moon right there, his wife, which I'm also a big fan of her. So this is just amazing. I didn't even know Rob Zombie was on a comic, let alone Sherry Moon. And this is definitely, after I read it, it's going to get a review. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. One for Simple Simon out there and some other fans that I know, but Essentia #5 from Wake Entertainment, and it's just a dope bondage cover. I think in my whole life this would be my first bondage cover. I'm not against bondage or anything, but I just normally don't go for it. But honestly speaking, I really didn't do the whole sexy women comic covers until my later 30s, I want to say like that. I've been with a lot of women that were just kind of against that, so I stayed away from it. You know, it has a beautiful cover though. I think that's a Perillo cover, if I'm reading the signature right. I think so. If y'all know, let me know below. And last but not least, this is crazy. I know what this is. This is and I've read, I think, the first 3 issues of this and no more. It was my first iteration with it. But this is the relaunch of Evil Ernie from Dynamite Comics. This is issue #2, and this is the homage to Nirvana's, I think it's the Nevermind album. Don't quote me on the album, but it is an homage to Nirvana's cover. Okay, so I'm going to open this because that is fantastic. Not only for me being like a new reader into Evil Ernie, it was a dope comic. I loved it. I love the idea that the button was its own separate thing. It was kind of reminds me of Barbaric, or other way around, because Evil Ernie's been around forever. Bear with me, I'm sorry. Oh dang, they're on the outside. Look at that. They're on the outside. Mike's an idiot. Alright. So he had them, he had like a little pull tab. I didn't even notice. I thought they were inside. Oh, it's so cool. And it's 3 Marvel Masterpiece. I love all these. I used to have all these, me and my brother. And we were big into the X-Men Flair. I so wish they would hardcore come back with Marvel and DC cards, man. You talk about somebody that would be ripping packs if they were readily, easily to get. So we got the Mandarin Marvel Masterpiece. We got Loki. There we go. And if I'm not mistaken, this I think a lot of these. Nah, don't call me that. I know that's Joe Gisco, but because I was gonna say that's Alex Ross. No, that's Gisco too. But the winner right here, Kang. I love Kang. I'm new to Kang, maybe in the past 10 years or something, but learning more and more about him, he's just he's just a cool idea. He's not my favorite Marvel villain, But actually getting more and more into Kang. He's slowly becoming one of my more favorite villains. But I have very little experience with it, so I don't see him climbing the charts anytime soon. No, but the little miniseries and stuff that I have read from Kang, I'm pretty on board with seeing him in the MCU and seeing what he has to bring. But that is the whole AOK. I can't say thank you enough to Scott Vaughn. His link is in the description down below, his YouTube channel and his IG handle. Please go give him a like, a sub, and comment, and let him know that this guy right here, Evil Mike, sent you. Just like me, he needs all the subs he can get, you know. Let's go give him some love. Hey, but that's what I got for you. I will have my normal reviews coming. I have a couple different videos coming that I have planned, already shot, just not released. Just waiting on a few things to go down. Hey, but that's all I got for you. I will see y'all out there in the community. Y'all be good, be safe, be warm, and I will see y'all next time. Thanks, Scott. Bye.